Welcome to the Digital Revolution with Jim Kunkel. I appreciate you joining this live session here on LinkedIn Audio. Over the last few months of the Digital Revolution live chat, I've been highly satisfied with the reception of the content and the topics. This session will be an audio recording of this live chat to produce a podcast-like audio episode, which will be released on the Digital Revolution channel after this session ends. Before I set up today's topic, I'd like to cover how you can participate in this live session. It's easy. All you have to do is to use your raise your hand icon in the chat menu. Also, please feel free to hit any emoji to let me know how you're feeling about this live chat. I am recording the session audio for rebroadcasting as an audio podcast, as I mentioned earlier, that will be on the Digital Revolution channel. Our topic today is Isaac Asimov's 3 Laws of Robotics. Scott, I see in the audience. I'm glad you're here with me this evening. We'll also talk about AI ethics as well, and everything kind of dovetails into it. But let me first talk about Isaac Asimov. He was a renowned science fiction author, one of my favorites. He introduced the 3 laws of robotics in his stories to establish a set of rules that robots must follow. These laws were first mentioned in his 1942 short story Runaround, and later became a reoccurring theme in his robot-based science fiction writing. The 3 laws are as follows. The first law, a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human to come to harm. The second law, a robot must obey the orders given to it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. And the third law, a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. These laws serve as an organizing principle and a unifying theme in Asimov's robot series, including the stories linked to it and his young adult fiction series. They're also incorporated into almost all of the positronic robots appearing in his works and are intended as a safety feature. Asimov's stories often explore how robots interpret and apply these laws, leading to unexpected and counterintuitive behavior. Over time, Asimov and other authors have modified and expanded upon these laws to further explore human-robot interactions. Please note that these laws are fictional and were created for storytelling purposes. However, they have had a significant impact on science fiction, and currently they're influencing the discussion related to ethics of artificial intelligence. Okay, let's get into the topic. The first law of robotics states that a robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. This law emphasizes the importance of protecting human life and preventing harm to individuals. It requires robots to prioritize human safety and well-being above all else. In practical terms, this means that a robot should not engage in actions that could cause harm to humans. It should actively avoid situations where humans might be injured or endangered. And additionally, if a robot becomes aware of a potential danger to a human, it should take appropriate action to prevent harm from occurring. The first law serves as a fundamental ethical principle for robots and reflects the idea that robots should be designed to assist and benefit humans rather than to pose a threat to them. It is one of the core principles established by Isaac Asimov in his science fiction stories and has influenced discussions on ethics of artificial intelligence and robotics. The second law of robotics states that a robot must obey the orders given to it by human beings except where such orders would conflict with the first law. This law establishes the principle that robots should follow human commands and act as obedient servants as long as those commands do not violate the first law. Now, in practical terms, this means that a robot is programmed to carry out tasks and instructions provided by humans. It should prioritize fulfilling these orders unless doing it so would result in harm to a human. If following an order would directly conflict with the first law, which prohibits causing harm to humans, the robot is expected to disregard that order. The second law reflects the idea that robots are designed to assist and serve humans, but not at the expense of human safety or well-being. It ensures that robots do not blindly follow commands that could lead to harm or endanger human life. Isaac Asimov's stories often explore scenarios where robots face conflicting orders or ethical dilemmas, highlighting the challenges of implementing these laws into practice. The interplay between the three laws of robotics forms a central theme in Asimov's robot-based fiction, as influenced discussions, as I mentioned earlier, on the ethics of artificial intelligence and robotics. The third law of robotics states that a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. This law emphasizes the importance of self-preservation for robots and requires them to take steps to ensure their own survival as long as doing so does not violate the first or second law. Now, in practical terms, this means that a robot should be designed to avoid situations where it might be destroyed or damaged. It should take steps to protect itself from harm, such as avoiding dangerous environments or shutting down if it detects a malfunction. However, if protecting itself would conflict with the first or second law, which prioritizes human safety and well-being, the robot is expected to prioritize those laws instead. The third law reflects the idea that robots are valuable resources and should be protected from harm, but not at the expense of human life or safety. It ensures that robots are designed to be durable and reliable while prioritizing human needs and interest. Artificial intelligence, or AI, has the potential to bring about significant benefits to society, but it also poses risks and challenges. One of the most important ethical considerations in AI development is ensuring that AI systems do not cause harm to humans. The importance of AI doing no harm to humans is rooted in the idea that technology should be designed to serve human needs and interests rather than pose a potential threat to them. This principle, as mentioned from the start of this chat session, was highly reflected in Isaac Asimov's three laws of robotics, which prioritize human safety and well-being above all else. In practical terms, ensuring that AI does no harm requires careful consideration of the potential risk and unintended consequences of AI systems. It involves designing AI systems that are transparent, explainable, and accountable so that their behavior can be understood and monitored. It also requires establishing an ethical guideline and standards for AI development and deployment so that AI is used in ways that are consistent with human values and interests. The importance of AI doing no harm has become increasingly urgent as AI systems become more advanced and pervasive. There are concerns about the potential misuse of AI for malicious purposes, such as cyber attacks or autonomous weapons. There are also concerns about the impact of AI on employment, privacy, and social inequity. Addressing these challenges requires a collaborative effort from researchers, policymakers, industry leaders, and other stakeholders to ensure that AI is developed and used in ways that benefit humanity as a whole. Now, please note that these issues are complex and multifaceted, and there's ongoing debate about the best ways to address them. However, there is a broad consensus that ensuring the safety and well-being of humans should be a top priority in AI development. Now, here are some ways in which AI can be used in harmful ways. Cyber attacks is the first. AI can be used to develop more sophisticated and effective cyber attacks, such as phishing scams, malware, and ransomware. The second is autonomous weapons. AI can be used to develop autonomous weapons that can operate without human oversight, leading to concerns about their potential for accidental or intentional harm. Surveillance. AI can be used and is used to monitor and track individuals, which raises concerns about privacy violations and government's overreach. Algorithmic bias. AI systems can perpetuate or amplify societal biases due to biases, training data, or algorithmic design, which can lead to discrimination and inequality. Job displacement. AI-powered automation can lead to job losses and economic disruption, particularly in industries that rely on routine tasks. And the last is deepfakes. AI can be used to create realistic fake videos or images that can be used for malicious purposes, such as spreading disinformation or blackmailing individuals. Addressing these challenges requires, again, a collaborative approach and effort from the researchers, policymakers, industry leaders, and other stakeholders. As I mentioned earlier, we really want to be able to ensure that AI is developed and used that benefits humanity and also follows an ethical path. Now, ensuring the ethical safety of artificial intelligence systems, it is a critical concern in their development and deployment. Now, here are some key considerations and approaches. The first is education and awareness. Organizations are emphasizing education and awareness about AI, both internally and externally. Clear communication about AI capabilities, challenges, and ethical boundaries are crucial. The second is in transparency. Openness and honesty regarding how AI is used is essential. Organizations should be transparent about data collection, the use of the data, and the benefits that the customers will receive. Ethical design. AI should be designed to respect laws, human rights, democratic values, and diversity. It should function robustly, securely, and safely with continuous risk assessments and management. Accountability. Organizations developing AI should be accountable for the proper functioning of these systems in line with ethical principles. Governance. Establishing clear protocols for identifying, evaluating, and mitigating risks associated with data and AI ethics is crucial. This can involve data governance boards or similar structures. Legislation and regulation. Governments are exploring legislation and regulation to address ethical concerns related to AI. These efforts aim to ensure compliance with ethical standards and protect individuals from harm. And collaboration. Addressing ethical challenges requires collaboration among researchers, policymakers, industry leaders, and other stakeholders. Multidisciplinary approaches can help shape ethical guidelines and standards for AI development. It's important to note that ensuring ethical safety in AI is an ongoing process that requires continuous evaluation, adaptation, and improvement. The goal is to develop AI systems that align with human values, benefit society as a whole, and minimize potential harms. Now, thank you for joining this episode of Isaac Asimov's 3 Laws of Robotics. Today, we really explored the fascinating topic of artificial intelligence ethics and its implications for society. Now, during the session, we delved into the importance of ensuring that AI systems do no harm to humans and the various ways in which AI can be used in both beneficial and in harmful ways. Our discussion began with an overview of Isaac Asimov's 3 Laws of Robotics, which served as a guiding framework for exploring the relationship between humans and robots in science fiction. And we examined each law in detail, starting with the first, second, and the third law. And we also focused on how AI also fit in with these laws. Then we explored the significance of AI doing no harm to humans in real-world applications. We're ensuring ethical safety in AI development, that it's crucial to maximize the benefits while minimizing potential risk. We discussed how AI can be used in harmful ways, such as cyber attacks, an autonomous weapons surveillance, algorithmic bias, job displacement, and deepfakes. Now, addressing these challenges requires collaboration among researchers, policymakers, industry leaders, and other stakeholders to ensure that AI is developed and used in ways that benefit humanity as a whole. Thank you for joining me on this thought-provoking journey into artificial intelligence ethics. I hope that you found this episode informative and engaging. And stay tuned for more exciting discussions on the latest trends and developments in the world of artificial intelligence in future episodes. Now, this concludes our live chat podcast episode on basically artificial intelligence ethics. And if anyone would have any comments, experience, insights, or questions that we would want to add to the session, this is an opportunity to raise your hand. Okay. Now let me talk to you about how you can support content like I covered on this session. Let me cover a question really that I get on a regular basis. It's how do I do live video streaming over multiple platforms simultaneously? The answer is really simple. It's StreamYard. StreamYard is a web-based provider that makes live video streaming and audio-video recording easy. Multi-streaming, up to 8 platforms, up to 10 guests, and the ability to interact with viewers and show their comments live on the broadcast. Now, I highly recommend that you use StreamYard, and if you use my special link, which I will have posted after the broadcast, you can save $10 off your second month's $25 payment. And what I recommend for people who are thinking about getting into live streaming and other type of video, audio recording, or podcasting, or vodcasting, whatever you're looking to do, and you want to use StreamYard, is try for a couple months and then convert over to an annual plan. You'll save money by doing that. But take advantage of my link and save a little bit of money there. Okay, so for next Tuesday's Digital Revolution live chat podcast, the topic will be, why do companies need digital transformation? Now, the next session will continue the new combination of the live chat recording to produce an audio podcast like we just completed. So I hope that you'll participate and join in on the conversation around company needs related to digital transformation. And that session will be next Tuesday, October 3rd, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Okay, have a great evening, afternoon, or morning, no matter where you're listening from.